Stephen and I had brought Jim home for dinner. I had known Jim slightly in high school. He was the only one in the warehouse with whom I was on friendly terms with. He called me Shakespeare. Jim took a humorous attitude towards me. I knew that Jim and Laura had known each other at Solden, and I had heard Laura speak admiringly of his voice. I didn't know if Jim remembered her or not. If he did remember Laura, it was not as my sister. For when I asked him to dinner, he grinned and said, "You know Shakespeare, I never thought of you as folks." He was about to discover that I...
Why are you trembling?
Mother, you made me so nervous.
And how have I made you nervous?
All this fuss, you make it seem so important.
I don't understand you, Laura. You couldn't be satisfied with just sitting home, and yet whenever I try to arrange something for you, you seem to resist it. Now, look at yourself. Oh no, wait, just a moment, I've got an idea.
Mother, what are you doing?
They call them gay deceivers.
I'm not wearing them.
Yes, you will, because, to be painfully honest, your chest is flat. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to make a spectacular appearance.
What is it, Mother?
Something I've resurrected from that old trunk. This is the dress in which I wore the cotillion. See how I shade around the ballroom, Laura? I wore it on Sundays for my gentlemen callers. I had it on the day I met your father. I had malarial fever all that spring. Ella had a little temperature at the time, but nothing enough to be serious, just enough to make me restless and giddy. Well, invitations poured in, parties all over the Delta. Stay in bed, said Mother, you have a fever, but I just wouldn't. I took quinine, but kept on going. Evenings, dances. Oh, that was the spring I had the craze for jonquils. Jonquils became an absolute obsession. Wherever, whenever I saw them, I'd say, "Stop, stop, I see jonquils." I made the young man help me gather the jonquils, and then I met your father. Malarial fever and jonquils, and then this boy. I hope they get here before it starts to rain. I'll give your brother a little extra change so he and Mr. O'Connor can take the service car.
What'd you say his name was?
O'Connor.
What was his first name?
I don't remember. Oh, yes, I do. It was Jim.
Not Jim!
Oh, yes, it was Jim. I'm sure it was. I've never met a Jim that wasn't nice.
His name was Jim O'Connor?
Yes. Why?
Was it the Jim O'Connor Tom used to know in high school?
He didn't say so. I'm sure they just met each other at the warehouse.
There's a Jim O'Connor we both knew in high school. If that is the one that Tom is bringing to dinner, you'll have to excuse me. I can't come to the table.
What sort of nonsense is this?
You asked me if I'd ever lacked a boy. Don't you remember I showed you this boy's picture?
You mean the boy you showed me in the yearbook?
Yes, that boy.
Laura, were you in love with that boy?
I don't know, Mother. All I know is I couldn't sit at the table if it was with him.
Well, it won't be him. It isn't the least bit likely. But whether it is or not, you will come to the table. You will not be excused.
I'll have to be, Mother.
Thomas forgot his key, so you have to let them in when they arrive.
Oh, Mother, you answer the door.
I'll be in the kitchen, busy.
Oh, Mother, please answer the door. Don't make me do it.
I'll have to fix the dress and put a stand in first. Fuss. Silliness. Oh, we're a gentleman caller. Laura, sweetheart, the door.
I think we just beat the rain.
Uh-huh.
Laura, that's your brother, Mr. O'Connor. Will you let them in, darling?
Mother, you get the door.
You'll have to go to the door because I can't.
I can't either.
Why?
Because I'm sick.
Well, I'm sick too. Sick of your nonsense. Why can't you and your brother be normal people? Fantastic whims and behavior. Preposterous things going on. Can you give me one reason? Coming! Just 1 second. Why you should be able to open the door. Now you answer it, Laura.
Oh.
Laura Winfield, you march right to that door.
Yes, Mother.
Laura, this is Jim. Jim, this is Laura.
I didn't know Shakespeare had a sister.
How do you do?
Okay. Laura, your hand's cold.
I've been playing the Victrola.
Must have been playing classical music on it. You ought to play a little hot swing to warm you up.
Excuse me, I haven't finished playing the Victrola.
What was the matter?
With Laura? Laura's terribly shy.
Shy, huh? It's unusual to meet a shy girl nowadays. I don't believe you ever mentioned you had a sister.
Well, now you know. I have one. On the Post-Dispatch. Want a piece?
Mm-hmm.
What piece? Comics?
Sports. Old Dizzy Dean is on his bad behavior.
Yeah?
Where are you going?
Out on the terrace.
You know, Shakespeare, I'm gonna sell you a bill of goods.
What goods?
A course I'm taking.
Huh?
In public speaking, you and me, we're not the warehouse type.
Thanks, but what does public speaking got to do with it?
It fits you for executive positions.
Aw.
It's done a hell of a lot for me.
In what respect?
In every. Ask yourself, what is the difference between you and me and men in the office down front? Brains? No. Ability? No. Then what? It amounts to social poise and being able to square up to people and hold your own on any social level.
Tom?
Yes, Mother.
Is that you, Mr. O'Connor?
Yes, Mother.
Well, you just make yourselves comfortable in there.
Tom? Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Mr. Mendoza was speaking to me about you.
Favorably?
What do you think?
Well,
You're gonna be out of a job if you don't wake up.
I'm planning to change. I'm at the point of committing myself to a future that doesn't include the warehouse and Mr. Mendoza, or even a night school course.
What are you gassing about?
Movies. I'm tired of movies. Yes, movies. All those glamorous people having an adventure, hugging it all, gobbling it all up. You know what? People go to the movies instead of moving. Hollywood characters have the adventures of everyone in America, while everybody sits in a dark room and watches them. That's until there's a war. Everyone's available in the end. Then the people in the dark room come out of the dark room to have some adventures. Goody goody, it's our turn to go now. To explore. I stand to safari, but I'm not patient. Don't want to wait, I'm about to move.
Move?
Yes,
When?
soon.
Where?
I'm boiling inside. I know I seem dreamy, but inside I'm boiling. Whenever I pick up a shoe, I shudder about how short life is. Whatever that means. I know it doesn't mean shoes, except as to wear on travelers' feet. Look,
What?
I'm a member.
The Union of Merchant Seamen?
I pay my dues instead of a light bill.
You'll regret it when the lights are off.
I won't be here.
How about your mother?
See, I'm like my father. That bastard, son of a bastard. Been gone almost 16 years. Look at him grinning over there.
You're just talking, you drip. How does your mother feel about it?
Here comes Mother. Mother isn't acquainted with my plans.
Well, where are you all?
Out on the terrace. School's time.
So this is Jim. I've heard so much about you from my Tom. I said to him, Tom, why don't you invite this paragon over to supper? I'd like to meet him. I don't know why he's so standoffish. That's not Southern behavior. Let's sit. Tom, leave the door open. There was a nice breeze. We're having a very light supper. And light is better this time of year. Light clothes and food. It came quick and then all of a sudden, heavens, already summer. I pulled out this light dress. Terribly old, but it feels good.
Mother,
Yes, honey?
supper?
Now go ask your sister if supper's ready. She's full charges of supper. Tell her you hungry boys are waiting on it. Have you met Laura?
She...
Oh, let you in. Oh, good, you've met. It's rare for a girl as sweet and pretty as Laura to be domestic. But not only is Laura pretty, but she's very domestic. I'm not, never bit. I never could make angel food cake. In the South, we have many servants. Gone, all vestige of gracious living. Gone. I wasn't prepared for the future. All my callers were sons of planters, and I assumed I'd be married to one and raise a family on huge land with servants. But man proposes and woman accepts. I married no planter, a man who worked at a telephone company. The gentleman over there. A man who fell in love with long distance. Now he travels, but I don't know where. Oh, Tom? Tom?
Yes, Mother.
Is supper ready?
Supper is on the table.
Well, let me look. Oh, lovely. Well, where's your sister?
Laura isn't feeling well. She thinks it's better if she doesn't come to the table.
Nonsense! Laura!
Yes, Mother?
You really must come to the table. We won't be seated until then. Come in, Mr. O'Connor. You sit here and I'll... Laura! You're keeping us waiting. We can't say grace until you come.
Laura!
Laura! Wow, Laura, you are ill, darling. Well, Tom, take your sister into the living room and help her, please. Well, standing over that hot stove must have made her ill. I told her it was just too warm this evening, but I don't know. Is Laura all right now?
Yes.
Oh, I think we may have grace now. Tom, honey, you say grace.
Oh, for these and all thy mercies, God to